Merhabalar, hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Bugün sizlerle University of Galway okul yetkilimiz Joanna ile birlikte bir webinar düzenledik. Bu webinarımızda sizlere İrlanda'da eğitim almak isteyen uluslararası öğrenciler için akademik fırsatlar, popüler programlar, öğrenci yaşamı, kariyer olanakları ve başvuru süreci hakkında birçok sorularınızın yanıtlarını bulacağınızı düşünüyoruz. Evet, lafı daha fazla uzatmadan okul yetkilimize vermek istiyoruz. Hello, Joanna. How are you?
Hello. Hi, how's it going?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm Gonca. I'm the Ankara branch manager. It's a great pleasure to have you all with us today. We are especially happy to host our guests from the University of Galway. In today's session, we will be discussing academic opportunities, popular program, students' life, career prospects, and the application process for international students wishing to study in Ireland. This webinar will also be a great opportunity for students and parents to ask questions directly and learn more about what the University of Galway has to offer for their future education and career goals. Okay, Gianna.
Lovely. Thanks a
Yes.
million. Thanks for giving me the stage and good to reconnect. Hi, everyone. Greetings from Galway on the west coast of Ireland. My name is Joanna and I'm a Global Development Manager with the University of Galway. So I'm delighted to join you today. Here's a quick image of the lovely quadrangle. So you can see we have some quite old buildings dating back to 1845, and that's the year the university was established. I guess just to introduce in the first instance, Ireland as a study destination. Ireland has been increasing in popularity. It's now the major English-speaking country in the Eurozone, particularly post-Brexit. It's number 2 on the Global Peace Index, so widely regarded as friendly and safe. And what Ireland does very well, it acts as a connector to the rest of Europe. So particularly because we are within the European Union, you have a lot of multinational companies looking for a basis to do business across Europe. And thanks to our membership of the EU, our English-speaking status and some other initiatives, Ireland is a very friendly destination for these companies to set up their headquarters. So we have a status then as a knowledge economy. So what contributes to that is there's 3 factors. You have the government making it a welcoming environment. You have the tech companies, med tech companies, high profile, looking to base their headquarters in Ireland. But the higher education institutions play a very important wraparound part here. We're generating the research on our campus for these companies. So when we design our programs, it's what the company needs in mind. So we collaborate very closely with our industry partners. And Galway itself is a global medtech hub. So it has many medtech companies with hundreds of STEM roles. This is all then supported in terms of research, and you have 800 million invested by the Irish government annually in research. And then you also see that on the university campus in terms of the research happening to support all of these companies and come up with the next best invention in terms of med tech and medical discoveries. It's all a welcoming environment then for international students. When they come and study in Ireland at postgraduate level, they can stay on for 2 years thanks to our stay back visa. So it's 1 year, typically 1 year postgraduate program, 2 years stay back. And undergraduate students have a 1 year stay back. And we would say the vast majority of our undergraduate programs have a work placement incorporated into year 3 to get that work experience. No wonder then you have this high level of companies choosing Ireland as their basis for their headquarters. All of the top pharma companies, 9 of the top 10 US tech companies, the top 5 software companies, all with a basis in Ireland. So why then University of Galway? So where we are in the first instance, we're situated over on the west coast of Ireland. So our position is right on the edge of Europe. And that in itself, you see, next stop USA. So that gives it that base in terms of entry into Europe. We are located on the west coast. It's a very beautiful and scenic, rugged west coast of Ireland, and it's made famous by the coastal touring route known as the Wild Atlantic Way. So we have many visitors to Ireland to come to just enjoy the scenery. And of course, Galway, you see it here over on the west coast of Ireland, is the midpoint in that coastal touring route. So in addition to being a medtech hub, in addition to having a university, a teaching hospital, we also are a very popular tourist destination. And it's exactly 3 hours from the capital, Dublin city. So you'll find Turkish Airlines will fly into the Dublin airport, and within minutes, 10, 20 minutes, you can be on a bus down to Galway, and that journey is 3 hours. And I guess just to give you a sense of the size, Dublin is the capital, Cork is the next biggest city, followed by Limerick. So Galway is the fourth largest city in Ireland. The population of Galway is 80,000, and we have 20,000 students. So students really are at the heart of everything in the city. No wonder then, thanks to the tourism industry, it's a very friendly face, and it's been recognised by the campusadvisor.coms in terms of friendliest student city. And it was the only one of the Irish cities recognised. We've a UNESCO City of Film status. It's also a city of festivals, culture, film, literature, and the arts, and this is reflected in the College of Art, Social Sciences and Celtic Studies, and it also makes it a great place to visit during the summer months where you can enjoy all of these activities. So just to give you a sense of the scale, this is the main shop street in Galway, this is the Long Walk, and then these are some of those scenic areas on the Wild Atlantic Way, and that coastal touring route, so it's the Cliffs of Moher and Connemara. So the university was established in 1845, and for many years it was the only teaching institution on the west coast of Ireland at third level. So it's well established, and it's a research intensive university. So this old building here, which is still here, our quadrangle building, was home to 70 students, and now we're approaching between 18,500 to 20,000 students. This is an example of some of the teaching and research facilities. So there's been constant building on the campus with 40 million invested in our buildings. The top two buildings here reflect the medtech status. One building is solely for biomedical science research, and the other building is our engineering facility, the one on my right there. And you would have your biomedical engineering labs on the top. And we also have our human biology building on the bottom, and the IT over on the right of this slide here, just to give you a sample of the facilities available to students. We're ranked in the top 2% of universities in the world. We're in the top 100 within Europe. And these are just some other quick stats. Thanks to our Riverside campus location, it's the most biodiverse campus in Ireland. That intensive investment in research, and then sustainability is a key research area. So we're in the world top 34 for the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So this is the bird's eye view of Galway City. That centre in the middle, that's the quadrangle with the trees around it. So that's how close we are to the city centre. The students benefit. Everything is situated on one site. So we have one campus location in Galway City. We do have a satellite campus in Shannon College, which I'll cover later on. But all of your buildings are situated on one site with the teaching hospital just in the background. 10 minutes in one direction, students can enjoy the seaside, the Atlantic Ocean, and then 10 minutes in the other direction, they're in the city centre. And we do have on-campus accommodation, and we'll look at some of that later on in the presentation. But the key take home there is the proximity to the city centre, and also the ease of access for students, and they have everything on their doorstep. So we have the university is structured into 4 colleges, and we'll just skim through those now to give you a sense of the programs available at both undergraduate and postgraduate. And remember, then there's all that research activity happening on the campus as well. So the first college is the College of Art, Social Sciences and Celtic Studies. So it is 9 world-leading subject areas that have been recognised in the QS subject-specific rankings, with performing arts in the top 100, along with English language, literature, classics, ancient history, all earning recognition, and psychology. And then just to give you a flavour of the undergraduate programme offerings, you can see the arts aspect reflected here in terms of the film, the creative arts, the digital media, journalism, global media, English creative writing, as well as music, education, and psychology, possibly one of the most popular programs we have from this college, geography, history, and other options. So you can either go into a predefined degree or build your degree from a menu of subjects available. Then at postgraduate level, again, we have a well-established school of psychology. So you see health psychology, clinical neuroscience, clinical psychology, applied behavioral analysis options here, in addition to the journalism, the media, literature and publishing, advocacy and activism, writing, as well as the geography related options around coastal and marine environments. Then our second college, the College of Science and Engineering. And remembering again, Galway has a global medtech hub, and you'll see that reflected in terms of the course offering and the research opportunities, particularly with the College of Science and Engineering. So the 8 of the world's top 10 medtech companies have a physical presence in Galway. So think about the work opportunity that it entails for students going into options such as biomedical engineering or biotech. And that medtech ecosystem, it's supported by the university, and there's a thriving culture of collaboration across the research community, the clinical colleagues, and the industry partners. Options, biomedical science, and these are the undergraduate options, biotech, biopharmaceutical chemistry, and you see all of those courses are designed with industry needs in mind, with work placement incorporated into year 3. There's ag science, marine science, zoology, as well as all of the engineering options as well. Postgraduate then, this is where you see with the School of Computer Sciences within this college. And indeed, there's research institutes dedicated to data analytics. We have AI, we've data analytics, medical electronics and digital health, specifically addressing the needs of the industry partners in the medtech sector, intelligent robotics, construction, as well as the AI, data analytics, adaptive cybersecurity, and the biomed, biotech options also. Then, third college, the College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences. Quickly then, so close collaboration with our clinical partners, and that's to allow students their hospital placement, their clinical placements throughout their programs. We offer undergraduate medicine as well as nursing, mental health, nursing, midwifery, science, speech and language therapy. And then a postgraduate, a wide offering. Clinical research would be a very popular option, as well as health promotion, regenerative medicine, preventative cardiology, all of these options also. And then last but not least, the College of Business, Public Policy and Law. 3 schools. We have the J.E. Carn School of Business and Economics. We have the School of Law, and we also have Shannon College of Hotel Management. Now, the clue there is in the name. Shannon College is situated on a satellite campus. It's around an hour from Galway city itself, and that's at Shannon Airport. So we've a long history in hospitality and business education, celebrating over 70 years, and it's Ireland's first dedicated hotel management college. 100% employability on those undergraduate programs, paid work placements throughout. So just to give a flavour of the programs, we have the commerce, the business, the law. I think the Bachelor of Commerce Global Experience, this just gives you some insight into the industry partners we have. All students going on to that 4-year Global Experience programme are guaranteed a work placement. And you'll see here Grant Thornton, KPMG, Accenture, all of the options available to these students. And it just tells you how closely we collaborate year on year. These companies are taking our students for their placement. And then there's options with languages, business information systems, the hotel management options, and our School of Law. We have the Irish Centre for Human Rights situated on the University of Galway campus, and this adds a nuance to some of the offerings, as well as your traditional corporate law and business as well. Then at postgraduate level, again, a wide variety of options, everything from fintech, management, human resource management, marketing, and then the nuanced offering around international human rights, as well under our law, as well as the Shannon College, the hotel management options as well. And all of these programs are still open for applications. So our scholarships, there are a lot, and it's nuanced per college. So on the next slide, the QR code takes you directly into the scholarships section of the website. So it varies from the merit scholarships in the region of €2,000 to €5,000 off the fees. Some region-based scholarships that are included for Turkey, which would be 20,000 off the total fee, so 5,000 per year off the fees. And CSE also have 5,000 per year for all successful applicants, and then you'll have some excellent scholarships as well. At postgraduate level, again, you have your merit from 2,000 to 5,000 off the fees, depending on the college. Some excellence up to 50% off in the School of Business and Economics and Law. The College of Arts have one full fee waiver. The excellence have from the College of Science and Engineering would be €10,000 off the fees. And there's some regional excellence scholarships from the College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences with up to 50% off the fees. And we participate in the Government of Ireland scholarship scheme also. But this link here gives you direct access to the information around scholarships. So accommodation, a key consideration. And I guess just to highlight, there is a support structure there for students that are embarking, particularly our undergraduate students on their first time studying away from home. All international undergraduate students at this point that have accepted their offer at University of Galway have been given the offer to live on campus. We also have 200 beds available for our postgraduate international students as well. So any postgraduate students that have accepted their offer should hopefully have already received an email inviting them to participate in a lottery to take up one of the postgraduate rooms. So this is just to give you a sense of the accommodation available on campus, but just to highlight, there's an excellent support structure there to help students search for accommodation. So there's on-campus residences that we look at. There are some off-campus residences also, and then there's the private sector, but there is a support structure there to help students navigate through their options. So Corrib Village, for example, a twin room sharing would start at over €3,000, 3,219 per 9 months. And the cost then would increase depending on whether you have your own room or shared facilities. And that's the closest to the campus. So that's right beside the School of Business and Economics. Then the next newest residence is Goldcrest, and those options start at 6,000 up to 6,700. So remember, all undergraduate students will be offered one of these options to live on campus. And we hope our postgraduate students also will be lucky in the lottery and get one of the places available. And then the newest residence we have is Dunlin, and that's reflected then in the price, I guess, in terms of, you can see the fabulous facilities there. And these would all be single en suite, which everyone has all of their own facilities with a shared dining area. A key support structure. So we know there's a 2-year stay back in Ireland for postgraduate students, but it's navigating that postgraduate recruitment, postgraduate employment. We really want to ensure that the students have their support. So I guess you have the students embarking in an intensive 1 year of study. So there's that piece then around, well, how do I expand my professional network? And our Career Development Centre support all of that for our students. Indeed, we're the only Irish university that has a global employability team. So that's one-to-one support is there to go through the CV, to offer advice in terms of interviews. And then this centre also provides for jobs fairs on campus. So that connectivity is there in terms of students having the opportunity to meet with a prospective employer. It may be they're doing a summer school, such as the financial or the international accounting and analytics students currently are. It could be a summer school, a consultancy project, or that first interaction they have at their jobs fair. The first jobs fair happens on campus as early as September. So there's opportunities to meet with the employers, and all of those interactions can help. And that support structure is there so that you can make the most of these opportunities and have as many opportunities as possible, so that then you have 2 years to look for further employment post-graduation, if you've done a postgraduate degree in Ireland. So what do they provide? High quality career guidance, empowering students, enhancing their own employability, workshops, career days, bringing the employers onto campus, all enhancing the students' opportunities and enhancing their own employability so they approach it and put their best foot forward. So hence, no doubt then there's good employability stats at both undergraduate and postgraduate. There's that MedTech hub status, that 2-year stay back for postgraduate students, all making employment after graduation a possibility. Then some of the other side, so to the balancing act between the academics, there's 115 clubs and societies, so something for everyone, and an opportunity for international students to meet other students with similar interests, try new thing, and again, expand their networks. And then there's that support structure there. There's academic support, there's an English writing centre, there's English language centre, academic writing centre, all to help students make the most of their opportunities and to help with that transition into life on campus. So at exactly 20 minutes, hopefully I've covered everything, and happy. I have my email address here for specific questions. I have a link to our platform where we also do some webinars, and there's opportunities to connect with current students on campus as well. So we're all good. I can stop sharing, and I'm happy to take some questions if there's some.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. If there anything else I need to pick up, happy to help. And my email address is available for any further follow-up queries as well. So I hope that was helpful.
Okay. Thank you. Thank
Lovely.
you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks a million. Bye-bye.
Nice day.
Cheers. Bye-bye.